आणि कर्नाटक निवडणुकीसाठी प्रचाराचा शेवटचा दिवस आहे आणि राहुल गांधींची पत्रकार परिषद सध्या सुरू आहे. आपण थेट जाऊया या पत्रकार परिषदेत.
Senior journalist Shri Vijay Grover, I think he was here on the right side.
Because mainly the Delhi, I'm from Bangalore. I have one question to you, Rahul.
Yeah.
The fact is, like, we've discussed a lot about national politics. In the international arena, when dealing with China especially, we saw that, you had tweeted once appreciating the Prime Minister's stance when he was going to win. And to talk on the Dokla Ham issue.
Can you just hold the mic closer to you so I can hear you?
On the Dokla Ham issue, you had wished him all support, but somehow we see that the Dokla Ham issue continues to be debated.
I wish the Prime
What
Minister.
is your stance?
I wish the Prime Minister support because he is the leader of our country. I expected the Prime Minister in in China, to go as the leader of our country and stand right there and tell the Chinese and speak to them about Doklam. The Prime Minister went to China after the Chinese have entered Doklam and didn't mention a word about Doklam. He didn't say a word. The Prime Minister had a conversation with the Chinese president with no agenda. Are you telling me there's no agenda? There is an agenda. It's called Doklam. There is an agenda. It's called the Maldives. There is an agenda. It's called Nepal. Of course there's an agenda. What does he mean by going to China and having a discussion without an agenda? The agenda is we are surrounded on all sides. That's the agenda. It's pretty clear. But you guys don't like to raise that. I don't know why.
No.
You guys are uncomfortable.
Do you
These
think
guys
we've not
really-
been able to take it the way it should have been taken up?
Absolutely not. Our foreign policy has been decimated. Our foreign policy has been completely decimated. Across the board. And it's because the Prime Minister views foreign policy as an individual exercise. He is under the impression that he can go and have a personal conversation with the President of China or the President of Nepal and everything will magically happen. There are huge forces involved in this, and the Prime Minister needs to take into account the extremely talented people who are sitting in the Foreign Ministry. The Prime Minister needs to carry his own people with him. Are there any conversations going on with the Finance Minister, with the Defense Minister about this type of strategy? No. It's a one-man show.
Shri Pramod from TV9.
Since the mic was not coming to Kannada
Sir,
media and I'm
I would request, sir, I will come to you. Of course, I know you so well. Certain discipline all of us will have to maintain, and I assure you, Congress President, Chief Minister and other leaders will take as many questions as possible. They are not like the current Prime Minister who doesn't address a PC. Can we go to, sir, as
I'm
there
very
is...
passionate about this China issue. Let me tell you, in my view, the central challenge in front of our country today is our ability to give jobs to our youngsters. That's the central challenge. China is a competitor of ours. China is also a rising power. We are in an environment where we have to manage our foreign policy with extreme care. And I'm very passionate when I see fundamental blunders being made. Fundamental blunders. I saw a video recently of the Pakistani Republic Day parade with Chinese troops marching in it. What does that tell you? I see complete change in the position of Russia with regards to India. I see the Russians supplying Pakistan with weapons which they've never done before. So there is a disaster that has been created on the foreign policy front. And frankly, it is very dangerous for this country. That is why you're hearing sort of slightly louder expression from my side.
TV9, Shri Pramod.
Hello, sir. This is Pramod from TV9. I have a question that you have conducted the cycle yatra in Kolar against petrol price hike, and you have also accused the Modi government of fleecing the common man. And don't you think they are following the UPS policy? And my another important question is, what is your stand on Mahadai? On the one hand, government of Karnataka is trying to solve the issue, but Goa Congress is protesting against that. And BJP still referring to Sonia Ji's comment she has made during the election campaign that is favorable for Goa. So what is your stand on Mahadai issue, and what is AICC stand? Can you clarify?
The petrol issue is very simple. The policy of the Congress party was to give benefits of the petroleum products, of the price of petroleum to our people. During the Congress regime, the price of petrol was crude oil was $140. Crude oil was $140 a barrel. Today that price is hovering around $70 a barrel. Huge amount of money is being saved by the government of India. The government of India can choose who to give that money to. The Congress party spent that money in schemes like Narega, schemes like farm loan waiver, which were pro-people schemes. The BJP has simply taken that money, lakhs of crores, and given it to their friends. So absolutely the policy is the same, but who you give the money to is completely different. There is massive amount of money that is coming, and that should be distributed. On the other issue, it is up to the Prime Minister to resolve that issue. Whatever resolution comes out, we support. That the issue should be resolved as soon as possible, fairly.
Maya Sharma ji, right there, just behind him. I can see her sitting there. Okay, thank you.
Maya Sharma from NDTV. You've spoken about the personal tax being made by Prime Minister Modi, and there have been many, whether it's...
You agree with that there have been many personal attacks? Do you like the tone of those attacks? As an individual, do you like the tone? Do you like to see your politics being reduced to that?
It has been very interesting to see the level of debate and the level of comments being made by the Prime Minister. Both sides have
Do you appreciate the nature of those comments?
Both sides have made
You're
personal
scared to say it? Don't worry, I'll let you off.
Both sides have, of course, been making personal attacks. But Prime Minister Modi has, of course, targeted you in many, many ways. Whether it's making fun of your response to a person here in Bengaluru saying that if the Congress did get a majority, you would be ready to become Prime Minister. And also, although it's an old one, your Italian ancestry, whether saying that you could debate in your mother's language or mentioning your mother's maiden name when she came to campaign here in North Karnataka. How do you respond to this? Not just as Congress President, but as an individual, as a human being. Your question to me, I'm asking you.
I can respond with the story. If you want me to respond with the story, I can respond with the story. Many years ago in this country, Buddha was sitting with his disciples. A person came and started abusing him, shouting at him, saying nasty things to him. And after about very abusive language, nasty stuff, and then after about an hour or two, the person left. So Buddha's disciples said to Buddha that, what have you done? This man has come to you, he's abused you, shouted at you. Why didn't you respond? And Buddha said, you see, the thing is, he got me the gift of anger. I didn't want it. I didn't take it. After some time, he went away. So Mr. Modi has anger inside him. And he's got anger for everybody, not only for me. I am a lightning rod of that anger. I attract that anger because he sees a threat from me. But his anger is his problem. It's not my problem. My problem is how to help the people of this country. Thank you.
But any response you'd like to give to that whole Italian origin, which is being used as a...
My mother is Italian. My mother has also lived larger part of her life in India. She's more Indian than many Indian people I see. My mother has sacrificed for this country. My mother has suffered for this country. And it shows the quality of the Prime Minister when he makes these type of comments. It shows the quality of the man. And I'm happy to let him do so. If he enjoys himself, if he likes it, welcome. Have a nice day.
Well, Deepa on the right side. Can you kindly pass on the mic to her? Yes, sir, I've noted that.
So Deepa from CNN News 18. Sir, a couple of questions. One is, we are seeing about 20 plus union ministers coming here today on the last day of campaign. What do you have to say about this deluge of the, BJP's top leadership here in Karnataka? Secondly,
I'll spell it for you. P-A-N-I-C.
Okay.
Panic. They are panicked because now they are noticing and realizing that the Congress party is doing things differently. The Congress party showed them what it was capable of in Gujarat, and now the Congress party has clearly demonstrated to them what it is capable of in Karnataka. I'm happy that as many of the ministers that would like to come can come. Frankly, it helps us because this is a fight between the spirit of Karnataka and the RSS. We are very clear. We don't want a barrage of leaders from outside this state to come here and fight for us. We are depending on our extremely solid leadership from Karnataka, and we are raising the voice of the people of Karnataka. You see, what is actually happening here, and this is something, my friends in Karnataka, you have to realize. The RSS is trying to take over your state. The RSS is attacking Basavana. It is attacking your language. It is attacking your culture. It is attacking your wonderful food that you fed me so much that I put on a little bit of weight. It is trying to decimate your way of life, and we will not allow it to do so. We are standing with you, and we will fight them off, and we will make sure that the voice of Basavana and the idea and the spirit of this state lives large. Thank you.
2 days back you said that you
Ma'am,
would
I'll have
fight
to
away.
take one question. There are too many friends
A couple of
waiting.
others also asked. Just one
If
question.
you don't mind,
What's your
Atatullah ji is
2 days
also
back you
waiting.
said you would not
Ma'am
shy
has
away
been
from
waiting
the
here.
Prime Ministership.
I've already
That
answered that
means
question.
2019
I've already
Rahul
answered.
versus Modi.
I've already answered the question. The Prime Minister wants to distract. He wants to distract. The Prime Minister wants to distract the people of Karnataka. He talks about personal attack. He talks about all sorts of different things, except what the people of Karnataka actually want to hear, which is what are they going to do for their development? What are they going to do for the farmers? What are they going to do for the youngsters? The 2 crore youngsters that the Prime Minister promised jobs to. They are standing in lines in the rest of the country, jobless. In Karnataka, we have the record of the largest number of jobs in the country. This state produced the largest number of jobs in this country. Thanks to whom? Thanks to the Congress party and the spirit of Basavana. So I'm not going to get distracted by the Prime Minister. When he realizes, I've now learned to deal with him. When he realizes that he's coming into a space where there's no escape, then he distracts and he creates anger. We're not going to let him distract, and we're not going to let him create anger. We're going to defeat the BJP here.
Nahida ji here on this side. Can you please pass on the mic?
Yesterday, Modi said that fear of losing elections, there is a possibility of the Congress will rig the elections.
A man says what is inside his heart all the time. Whenever there's something, you watch Mr. Prime Minister, and you will notice that what comes out of his mouth is what's actually in his heart. He's absolutely convinced now, and he's right, that he's going to lose Karnataka, he's going to lose Chhattisgarh, he's going to lose Madhya Pradesh, he's going to lose Rajasthan, and he's going to lose 2019.
झी 24 तास रहा एक पाऊल पुढे.